Mr. Investor, welcome back to the channel, baby. Action is up 25% in the last 5 days. And now there's been some good results. This is just an update video, so I hope you enjoy it. We made Nano Dimension videos around about 2 years ago because we look at the potential, the potential of this company and what it could scale up to become. Yoav Stern was talking about having the DragonFly and having, thousands of the DragonFlies running on a neural network for a company that is only 720 mil in market cap. Has the potential to be a leader in the additive manufacturing industry and additive manufacturing electronics industry, combined total addressable market by 2030 of 100 bill plus. So I'm going to cover the Q1 transcript. So it was the earnings call for Q1 2023. But before we begin, ask for this video, so I made it. So please hit the thumbs up, drop me some comments down below, hit me with the subscribe button if you haven't already. And please remember, none of this is financial advice, for entertainment only. Nano Dimension has a lot of potential. And although some shareholders are really angry with Yoav Stern, and they have been the last couple years, finally started to progress. And although they were late with this Q1 2023 earnings call, the second quarter results will be out in a few days, so they'll be early. And in this call, he managed to show almost $15 million in quarterly revenue. So the first quarter 2023, if it continues to scale up and they get 15 mil per quarter, it's close to 60 mil in revenue this year. Only that, but their gross margins have now picked up and it's gone up to 47%. That's in non-IFRS. And in terms of increase of gross profit, he said it's beautiful, a huge percentage above 550%, and adjusted gross profit is increased to 68%. Name dropped a few of the customers they've managed to sell to, including NASA, 10 defense contractors, Fraunhofer Institute, and lots of different Western government agencies that are free letters. So free letter symbols, maybe it's, MI5 for the British one. It could be any of those defense agencies. If you guys remember, a few years back, Nano Dimension managed to raise a lot of capital, and they raised this capital for an acquisition strategy, M&A, and people were criticizing because they didn't go on a buying spree straight away like a lot of the 3D printing companies were. Desktop Metal acquired Exxon, you can see here in 2021. Earlier on in the year as well, in 2021, they acquired Evision Tech. And why didn't Nano Dimension to start acquiring people? Because Yoav Stern stated that, a lot of the value of these companies were overinflated. So he didn't want to waste, the capital, he didn't want to waste the principal. And they had around 1.3 billion cash in hand at one point. Have over 1 billion cash. The interest rates have gone up as well. So if they were to do short-term investments, they'll be able to get a return on the cash that way. They stated this year they'll be seeing $45 million in profits from their cash, but they don't want to risk the principal. They could be using financial tools by locking in that 1 billion cash and maybe getting 60, 70 million, but they don't want to risk the principal. You gave the money as shareholders for the business to maximize return on the capital and be prepared to use in business development. So that's what he's planning to do. And if we can compare some of the key metrics in the first quarter of 2023 to the year before the total revenue was $10.4 million. Now this quarter we've nearly hit $15 million, and it's going to continue, I believe, to scale up throughout the rest of the year. And for next year, if we start to see lots of more adoption of the machine of the DragonFly by defense agencies, they are able to get a fair cash transaction as well of Stratis, who they're going after at the moment. They could embed both products, and this is the DragonFly, but also DeepCube, rid of some of the management in Stratis as well, and they can return value to the shareholders. If Stratis is also to combine with Desktop Metal and Nano Dimension is to buy Stratis, they effectively will collect all of the discount bargains of Desktop Metal. So Desktop Metal bought, when it was quite expensive, the value of some of the companies they acquired. Desktop Metal was on a buying spree, Nano Dimension waited. Now Stratis and Desktop Metal could potentially merge together. If Nano Dimension is able to acquire that company, then they basically got a lot of their competitors in their own hands. They're in a great position to become an industry leader within additive manufacturing electronics. Some of the acquisitions they've made as well, they've opened themselves up to also looking at ceramics, polymers, and metals. So the products that they have, if they were all to run on a neural network as well, as we can see here, DeepCube, deep learning based AI platform, only will these guys be able to run themselves, but they'll also be able to configure if there's any problems, and it will be able to solve it itself. And I think is making the right move. If they were to take over 40%, 38 to 40% of the company, and they already own, I think, just over 10% of the company, they'll be able to have a significant kind of control on Stratis. So they're definitely going after this company. They've upped the amount that they want to pay for it, and JP Morgan set a price target for Stratis of $16. They offered, $17.50 or $18. Then they revised it and they put it up to $20, over $20 a share, and still the Stratasys board unanimously rejected Nano Dimension's offer. Now, one of the most interesting things as well is they're up 43% year over year quarterly, and Yoav Stern Stern has stated he believes that the company is going to be worth multi-billion dollars with acquisitions, and he believes they're going to generate, multi-hundreds of millions of dollars. He never has to convince anybody, and he's talking about the synergies that they've created by acquiring some of these companies previously. He's also stating the amount in machine sales he's made. Another way that Yoav Stern can also generate money is the maintenance of the systems in terms of the software of DeepQ and this AI neural network that they're creating. Now, in terms of acquisition, when they acquire, or if they acquire Stratus, they'll be accessing customer base, but also the revenue that they're currently creating, which was reported as the first quarter of 2023 as nearly 150 million revenue. Yoav Stern is so confident in the acquisition, and he's so confident in being able to synergize the two companies, stated that the shareholders that will manage to sell their shares to Nano Dimension, he hopes that they'll keep a small amount of shares because their shares will go up further, and they'll be able to implement their plans for Stratasys as their major shareholder. That was just a short update video. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I wish you guys all the best. Please remember, it's not financial advice, for entertainment only. Hit me with the thumbs up, drop me some comments down below, let me know your thoughts and feelings, and drop me some questions you want to know about Nano Dimension, which I can research for you. Wishing you guys all the best. Mr. Investor Lot, over and out. Baby.